Hello and welcome back to my garden. In today's video, we're planting tomatoes. Specifically today, we're going to be planting this giant tomato right here in the corner of this garden bed, trying to fill out the rest of this garden bed, slowly but surely getting everything planted in my garden for the season. My tip for you is to not rush it, to take your time, to be patient, and enjoy the process. It is so much fun. There is plenty of time in the season to make sure that everything grows. I still have lots to do. There's lots left to be planted, but I just love taking my time and doing a few things every day or as often as I'm able to. If you can't get out here one day, not to worry, the garden will be here for you again the next day. So far, I have 12 tomatoes planted in my garden. This will make for number 13, and then hopefully I'll be able to squeeze one or two more tomatoes in my garden as well for 15 tomatoes this year. I've drastically cut down the number of tomatoes I'm growing this year compared to last year. Last year I grew 24 tomatoes. It was just too many, and to be honest with you, the garden beds were too full. We are a family of 4. Plus, there's always plenty to share. So I'm looking forward to seeing how my garden produces this year with a little bit less taking up the space in the garden, a little bit more airflow, a little bit more space in between the plants. I think it's going to be great. Let's get to planting. The first thing we need to do is amend the soil. Now, I've already topped this garden bed up for the season. I've added some fresh raised bed mix, some bagged soil, really good quality bagged soil to this garden bed to raise it up, because every year your soil does compact down a little bit from the materials in the soil breaking down. You need to top your soil up to give it fresh nutrients every year. The other thing we're going to do is add some granulated fertilizer. And this is a slow release fertilizer that will help feed your plants over the growing season. We're just going to mix this in. This will slowly feed your plants over the growing season to give it all the nutrients that it needs from previous seasons. Your soil is your biggest investment in your garden, so you want to take care of it, you want to treat it well, and you want to make sure you have really good soil. Amend it every year, make it better every year, and your soil can get better and better. Now that that's done, all we're going to do is dig a hole down into the soil right in the middle of this cage. Now, the cool thing about tomatoes is the stem. The stem has these hairs on it, and wherever soil touches these hairs on the stem of the tomato, new roots will grow. This is really important because the deeper you plant your tomato down into the soil, more roots will grow, and this tomato will be very, very strong and sturdy and healthy. So we're going to bury this as deep as we can to about right here. To take this tomato out of the pot, all we're going to do is tip it upside down, squeeze the bottom, there we go. So we're just going to place this tomato down into the hole, nice and deep, and backfill. We're going to press down a little bit as we go to make sure that there's no air pockets in there. You don't want big gaps in the soil. Breaking up any big pieces here as I see them. Planting that tomato nice and deep. Bringing the soil up around it. And it's that simple. Your tomato is planted within minutes. The last thing you want to do is tag your tomato, especially if you're planting multiple varieties in your garden. We're going to add our tag right here at the back. Next, we're going to water this in with a water-soluble fertilizer. The water-soluble fertilizer is a fast-release fertilizer. It will help feed your plant immediately and give it the nutrients it needs to establish into the soil. We're going to let that soak down and then give it one more big drink. And your tomato is planted, and it's going to get off to a nice, strong, and healthy start. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe if you found it helpful, and share it with a friend so that they can learn too. I'll see you in the next video. Bye, friends!